Good morning, digital empire builders and ultimate hustlers. Today, we're part two of our series on 25 businesses you can start for less than $100 plus. I'm going to give you some of my favorite social media marketing tips so that you can get those businesses off the ground up and running. So do me a favor, comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. If you're building something special, I would love to give you a free business shout out. And make sure you smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen. And if you stick around to the end of this video, we're going to do some Q&A because I want to help you in whatever business you're in, specifically take your business and or your brand to the next level. So it's going down today, man. 25 businesses you can start for less than $100, and the top social media marketing strategies to get those businesses off the ground. So let me know who's in the room, and let's kick it. Yo, what's up, ultimate hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from monetizemylifeacademy.com, coming to you live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. And I want to give you a free copy of my book, Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profit with little to no startup cost. All you got to do is go to monetizemylifeacademy.com/free book. If you cover shipping, the book is yours and we'll get it out to you next week. We got some great people in the building. It looks like Kayla's in the building. Financial Breakthrough Strategist is in the building. Dr. Regina, I see you. Audrey is in the building. Comment the name of your business and or your brand. Let us know a little bit about what you got going on without posting any links. And I would love to give you a free business shout out. Welcome to the show. We're talking 25 businesses you can start for less than $100. Plus, I'm going to give you some social media marketing tips on how I would approach those businesses, just in case you might want to get one of them going. And if you stick around to the end of the show, I want to give you some specific social media marketing tips that you can implement in your business. So we'll do a little bit of Q&A as well. So welcome to the show. A couple quick announcements before we get started. If you do not already have a subscription to Monetize My Life Academy, you can get that going for just $1, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, $1 for your first 30 days. Let me show you what's included in that membership. Tonight, we're actually doing our training for the month, 2-hour training every month on or around the 15th. Access to the recording, of course, of that training, our private Facebook group, weekly Q&As, one new digital marketing course per month. Plus, I give you the resale rights on that course as well so that you can market and promote it and make some money. Instant access to past training archives, lock in your price guaranteed. Your price will never increase. And also, you get an invitation to become an affiliate of the program to make a few dollars with the program as well. So if you go to monetisemylifeacademy.com for just $1, you can test this out for the first 30 days and join us on tonight's class where we'll be talking about how to stream like a pro. Yes, how to stream like a pro is going down tonight. How to activate your live streaming on Facebook and YouTube and how to do it in a way that sets yourself apart from everybody else. Now, if you do not have a business and you want to start making some money in 2021, then my friend, you have got to look at the financial makeover. Listen, here's what we got going on. We will literally help a person reduce their taxes. We've got a team of bill negotiators that will negotiate their monthly bills. We've got debt elimination. We've got credit, and we've got wealth accumulation. This membership sells for $80 per month, and you will make $40 one time every time you sell this membership. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make some money, then you need to get with your boy. And let me show you how to build a brand in the financial education space and start making you some money, marketing and helping people build their finances. So a couple of announcements for today. Y'all know what time it is, though, man. Let's get ready to rock and roll. 25 businesses that you can start for less than $100. But before we go there, y'all know we got to give you the quote of the day. So right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, we do a quote every day to get your juices going, to get you thinking, right? Today's quote is, your number one job is to become more of yourself and to grow yourself into the best version of yourself. That is, my friend, your number one job is to become more of yourself. The essence of who you are, your job should be seeking ways to become more of that. How to grow yourself into the best version of yourself. That is the legend, Oprah Winfrey. What have you done in the last 7 days to grow yourself? That's a question that I have for you guys. Put it in the comments. What have you done in the last 7 days to grow into the best version of yourself? Because it's not the destination, y'all. It's the journey, right? That's what we got to focus on. Who are you becoming as you go? That is the key. When I heard somebody say that as long as you're on your way is where you find your true happiness, right? I'm not there. I don't have the media empire that's surpassing Ted Turner and Walt Disney right now, but I'm on the way and I can find happiness in these micro steps that I'm making every single day. What have you done in the last 7 days to grow yourself into the best version of yourself? See, what you got to understand is that there's no such thing as standing still. If life is moving forward and you're not running with it, then you can't be stagnant because you're literally falling behind. We are on a planet that is constantly moving. And if you're standing still, you're actually going backwards. I want y'all to get that. If you're not progressing daily faster than life is currently moving, then you're losing ground, you're losing time, you're going backward. There's no such thing as standing still on a world that's always spinning. Find your place, find your way, tap in to go within and find that inner light that God put in you and start fleshing that out so you can figure out what your purpose is on this planet. Again, that's why I wrote this book, so you can unlock your passion. Because if you start making money from your passion, then it's going to lead you to your purpose. And if you find your purpose, you're going to find your provision. That's key, man. That is key. So that is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show from Oprah Winfrey, brought to you by Monetize My Life Academy. Get your membership started today for just $1 for the first 30 days. Get into the members area. Look at all of the things that we've got already uploaded. Look in the private Facebook group. Ask me questions. We've got a team of some of the best digital marketers on the planet that want to help you grow your business and or your brand. So let's get into this, man. 25 business ideas you can start for less than $100, plus some social media marketing tips on how you can approach each one of these. So we went through a good bit of them yesterday. We talked about ClickBank, affiliate marketing, signing up for that and finding products that you can market on your social media timelines. Let's see what else that we have. We talked about selling used books. There's a website called Book Scouter that if you find a book and you scan that barcode, it'll tell you if that book has resale values. House painting, window cleaning, pet sitting. Did you guys know that pet sitters can charge up to $20 for a 20-minute visit? That's $60 an hour for 3 visits. It's ridiculous. Taxi service, hopping in Uber, Lyft, delivery services, tutoring services. And tutoring is not relegated to most people. When we think tutoring services, we think scholastics. No, you can tutor somebody in just about any subject on the planet. Tour guide, man. I see Dr. Regina in the building. She lives out there in New York. Man, you could be a tour guide in your city, Dr. Regina. Tax prep is another thing that you can start for less than $100. Floor laying, cleaning services, and I think that's where we ended yesterday. Now, here we go. Here we go. How can you start a business for less than $100? Flea market vending. Now, let me lay the foundation, because I want some of you guys to understand that whether you make money in your business initially, you're going to make money. Here's how. Anytime you start a business, especially if you have a business in conjunction with your job, right? You can give yourself an instant pay raise, because when you start a business, now you get certain tax breaks. And when you complete your W-4 on your job, you're going to pay they're going to take out less taxes out of your paycheck, which means you basically give yourself a pay raise, right? So just starting the business puts you in the same tax category of Amazon. A couple of years ago, Amazon did $11 billion, paid 0 taxes. Netflix did almost $1 billion, paid 0 taxes. And remind me again how much in taxes you paying on your salary, on your job? You ain't making nowhere near $1 billion, but it seems like you're paying $1 billion in taxes because you don't understand the game. See, in America, everybody is born a sole proprietor. And if you don't exercise your birthright and start doing business with your social security number, then your penalty you pay for not doing business in America is high taxes. See, if you're producing, if you're creating situations where you can have employees and all that kind of stuff, the government shows you favor. If you're not producing, you're not bringing anything to the table, then it's like, okay, cool. You want to be a worker bee? We love worker bees. We need worker bees. But guess what? Worker bees pay the most in taxes. Period. Listen, there's no debate about that, right? 40 cents out of every dollar you make goes to Uncle Sam. If you're making $25,000, $30,000 a year or more, you're in the 20 to 25% tax bracket federally. Then you're going to pay another 7 to 9% in state tax. Then you're going to pay another 7 to 9% in sales tax on everything you buy. If you live in New York or St. Louis or another big city, you might even have a local tax, 1 to 2%. That's 40 cents out of every dollar. How do you combat that? You combat that by starting a business, especially a business that you're going to run from your home. Why? Because everything that you're already spending money on to run your home are the same things that you need to run a business. You got electricity in your home. Will you need electricity in your business? Yes. You got a phone that you need to run your home. Will you need a phone in your business? You got internet for your home. Will you need internet for your business? You got the home itself, right? You paying for somewhere to live. Will your business need somewhere to live? Yes. What does that mean? All of those things that you're paying for right now becomes a tax deduction when you start a business where your home is going to be your primary place of operation. So when I say flea market vending, here's two things that people got to understand. People don't know that an extra $100 a week can transform your life. So when I see some of these businesses, I know off the bat, some people are thinking that these things are beneath them. Right? Man, I can't be caught dead in the flea market trying to sell something. You understand that an extra $100 a week, $400 a month, is the difference between the average American having to get foreclosed on or file bankruptcy. So we're talking about here. So flea markets are alive and well in many places around the country, and you can locate one closest to you by going to this online guide. So it provides you a survey. And let me give you this link to this article as well, because I don't think I did that yesterday. And I always want to shout out my sources. This is called smallbiztrends.com. So there's a link to that, so you guys can get all of the details and all of the other links if you want to dive deeper in some of this stuff. Flea market vending. To start on a budget, find a flea market that lets you pay for a space by the day, often less than $20. Here in St. Louis, we've got a couple of small flea markets where you can literally pay $10, $15 for a day, right? And you can be out there all day on a Friday or Saturday or a Sunday, right? Here's the thing. People say, well, Cortez, where do I get the stuff that I'm going to sell at the flea market? You guys know that there is a growing trend called thrifting. There's a growing trend called thrifting. And what that means is people will go into thrift stores, and a lot of times these thrift stores are getting this stuff via donation. And wealthy people are donating this stuff like clothing items, and you might find some of the hottest brands in the thrift store. You might be able to get you a nice pair of, I don't know, I'm not into designer wear, but a nice pair of designer jeans for $2. You turn around and take them to your flea market and sell them for $20. Oh yeah, I got to get this thing called arbitrage, man. You could literally go and say your flea market booth was focused on vintage toys, right? You can go to flea markets and you can find things like the original Atari, right? You can find things like Sega Genesis, Nintendo gaming systems and stuff like that. And you could have that stuff at your flea market. It's bananas that people are wanting more income, but they don't want more work. That don't even happen on your job, where you get a raise and you don't get more work. In fact, on your job, most of the time you have to do more work first before you get the promotion. You can't want more income without wanting to put in more work. So yeah, you have to give up your Saturdays. You might have to give up your evenings. You might have to burn the candle at both ends. But if you understood that an extra $100 a week, $400 a month, if you invested that at 15%, that $400 a month inside of 15 years can turn into $500,000. Oh, I'd be willing to give up my nights and weekends for 10 years to build a $500,000 empire. But everybody don't have the heart to do that. Everybody don't have the courage to do that, right? So flea market vending, The same thing as flea market vending is selling on eBay. eBay is just like a digital flea market. That's what eBay is. eBay is just like an online flea market. You can build your business, build your brand, load your products and services. I told you yesterday that Gary Vaynerchuk does garage selling. So on Saturday mornings, he's up at 4 a.m. and he hits all the garage sales in his local area. And he's always looking for vintage things. Like one time I saw him buy a whole box of Matchbox cars, right? Matchbox are those little cars that are made off of, models of the real thing, right? Or Matchbox, there was Matchbox and there was Hot Wheels. Some of those Hot Wheel cars are worth $40, $50, and $60 as one car. I saw him buy a whole box of them for like $3. He looked through them and found a couple winners. He took a picture of it, looked out on eBay and saw, oh, this one is selling for $30. This one is selling for $25. This one, because they're unique and some of them are limited editions. So he bought a whole box of them for $3. Turn around and put 3 of them up on eBay for $20 or more. So he's making $80 off just 3, and then he'll turn around and sell the whole box for $20. So he spent $3, took him a little bit of time to get the pictures taken and get that stuff up on eBay. And now from that $3 box of Matchbox or Hot Wheel cars, he'll make a couple $100. $200. It's called arbitrage. So you did the work of finding the value. Now you just have to connect that find with somebody who's into collecting Matchbox or Hot Wheel cars or whatever it is that you're into, right? It's crazy how many opportunities are out here, y'all. They're out here. We just got to go and find them. We just can't be lazy. We can't want to have our cake and eat it too. We cannot want to have extra money and sit on the couch and think the extra money is going to come and find us. Even in the online marketing world. Yeah, I sit behind a computer all day, but I'm not twiddling my thumbs. I got to go out and generate leads. I got to go out and be presenting my opportunities. I got to go out and be finding my customers. It's crazy. So we're going to keep this thing going. 25 businesses you can start for less than $100, plus some social media marketing tips towards the end of the show to help you grow your business and or your brand. But right now, it's time for 1 minute motivation. 1 minute motivation on the Cortez Hustle Show is where I show a short 1 minute motivation video, and I give a couple of my takeaways and you give a couple of your takeaways. But I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to punch you in the gut. If you ain't ready for a gut punch, then you can mute right now. But if you know that you need sometimes a good kick in the butt to jumpstart you in the right direction, then this is exactly what you're going to get in this version of 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
I am not phenomenally skilled, but I'm phenomenally willed. My IQ may never change, but my will changes every year. I get stronger and stronger and more determined. Why? Because it's in my DNA. I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become a reality. I want to do everything I said I'm going to do. So my appetite increases. It gets stronger every year. I want more every year. I want to do more every year. I want to help more every year. I want to be bolder. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get settled. You should never get settled. You should never get content. Every single year.
The waiting and the thinking and the planning, that stuff doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't move you forward. In fact, you're going backwards. You're going backwards because the world is moving forward. So if you're standing still, you're actually going backwards. So don't sit around and think about it anymore. Take action. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how minuscule the movement is, but make movement. Move forward and do that every single day, no matter what.
Be what it is you claim to be about. Be what it is you truly want to be. If you truly want to be successful, if you truly want to change your life, if you truly want to lose 50, 100, 200, 500 pounds, be about it today.
This is not a year that you're going to be doing a lot of talking. This is the year for grinding. This is not the year of dreaming. We're not dreaming no more. We're not wishing no more. We're not watching other people ride the ride no more. We're not watching people cash checks no more. We're not doing that no more. This is our year.
Put that in the comments, man. But only if you mean it. This is my year. This is my year. See, I keep telling y'all that what I'm saying is for me. I'm talking to me. I see myself right here on my monitor. I'm talking to me. Y'all just get to hear it. That motivational video is for me. I need to hear that. Cortez, stop talking and start doing. He says, I'm not phenomenally skilled, but I am phenomenally willed. What is your willpower like today? What is your willpower like today? I'm not phenomenally skilled, but my superpower is I know how to show up every day. Even if I don't know what's going to happen, I know that nothing happens if I don't show up at all. So at the very least, I'm going to show up. I'm not phenomenally skilled, but I'm phenomenally willed. What is your willpower like today? He says, are you increasing your appetite every day? You know how you increase your appetite? Get around people who are doing bigger things than you. That's how you increase your appetite. I sat back and I watched him 500 did an event called Recession Proof. And I got a chance to watch the Circle of CEO version of that by my man, David Shands. And if you don't follow the Social Proof podcast, man, he has some phenomenal guests on there. And he had the Circle of CEOs on there. And I'm listening to these brothers tell their story. And all of them had a 6-year window where they went from like 35,000 to like one guy is in the trucking industry. He's like, oh yeah, man, I sold one of my trucks, man. I fell down a couple of times, but in a 6-year period, I went from my trucking business to a consultation business where I do about $800,000 a month. One of the guys was like, yeah, I was in the trucking business. I got out of the trucking business. It was hard work. I started training people, and I opened up a digital virtual physical training academy. And I went from, $8,000 in the first couple of months we did it to now I'm doing $120,000, $200,000 a month. One of the guys in the credit repair space, him 500, like, yeah, man, I learned how to put my systems in place, and I went from doing one-on-one coaching to now I'm at $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month. See, if you want your appetite to keep growing, you got to make sure you settle any differences that you have with other people who are winning. See, sometimes we see other people who are winning and we want to throw shade subconsciously. Let me help you, hip you to the T. Your subconscious mind will never allow you to become that which you despise. So if you secretly hate on successful people, could that be the reason that you aren't as successful as you can be? Your subconscious mind will never let you become that which you despise. Otherwise, you'd have to despise yourself. So sometimes we secretly hate on other people who are winning, not knowing that we're blocking our own blessing. So that was 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Monetize My Life Academy. Remember, guys, you can get started at Monetize My Life Academy for just $1 for your first 30 days. And if you're watching this on Friday, May 14th, we're actually having a live class tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, where I'm going to teach you how to stream like a pro. How do you set your live streams apart on social media so that there's nothing like them, and that people will actually tune in to want to watch what you are doing over other people? That's what we're talking about tonight. Even if you don't like to be in front of a camera, I'm going to show you 3 or 4 different ways that you can stream without even showing your face. Go to monetizemylifeacademy.com. You can sign up for just $1. So we're talking about 25 businesses you can start for less than $100, plus some social media marketing tips. If you already have a business and you have some questions about how to market your business, you want to start loading those questions up in the comments now, and I'll give you some tips on that as we get into Q&A towards the latter part of the show. Grocery delivery, there are tons of services. Instacart and Postmasters and that kind of stuff allows you to be grocery delivery. Errand services, you can run errands for people. Freelance bartenders, I got a friend whose daughter has learned how to do frozen drinks, and she built a business around bringing her frozen drinks to people who have special parties and things of that nature. And boom, this is how she makes money. It's crazy. Dog training. If you know how to train dogs, you can start a dog training business for less than $100. And again, Cortez, if I'm new at dog training, how do I get my first customer? You put an ad on Facebook or a post on Facebook that says, hey, I'm a new dog trainer in this zip code, and I'll train your dog for 2 weeks for free. Cortez, why would I want to do something for free? Because nobody knows that you're good at what you do yet. So in order to get your first customer, then you offer to train their dog for free. And here's the caveat. I'm going to train your dog for you for free for 2 weeks, but in order for me to do this, here's what you agree to. You agree to giving me a review on Yelp or on Facebook or whatever place you got your online presence at. Give me a review and give me a video testimony. Now, you might have to spend your first month or two training dogs for free so you can rack up your reviews and ratings and ramp up your testimonials. And then now you got proof that what you do works and that you're good at it. And it's not just you saying it, it's other people saying it. Guys, understand how to leverage the power of a good testimonial, right? So dog training, less than $100. Some people, it says you can go on YouTube and learn how to do some dog training tutorials, right? But this is something you got to already love doing. You can't, if you don't like pets, then you're probably not going to be a good dog trainer, right? But if that's your passion, then start that business. Drop shipping. What makes drop shipping so attractive is exactly what lands it on the list. There are no big startup costs and expensive inventory to keep. You can drop ship almost anything today. What is drop shipping? Drop shipping is you playing the middleman and connecting a product with a customer. That's all drop shipping is. Listen, I love basketball, right? It's one of my passions, right? So if I love basketball, then chances are there are other people who love basketball that I know that will follow me. And there are places that I can go and get my basketball equipment from. So I can, because I love basketball, and when I was training, I would often do this. When parents talk to me about what's a good place to get me a good basketball from, Cortez, could I tell them, yeah, just go down to Walmart and get you one? I could. Hey, yeah, go over to Dick's Sporting Goods and get you one. I could. Or I can say, what's your phone number? I'm going to text you this link and you can order one from online real quick. I'll text them the link to Dick's Sporting Goods, in which case I'm an affiliate of Dick's Sporting Goods. I text them the link. They buy the basketball from Dick's Sporting Goods. While they're there, they probably will buy some tennis shoes and buy some other stuff. Dick's Sporting Goods is now going to give me a commission because I brought them a sale. That's arbitrage. That is me playing the middleman based around something that I'm passionate about. People trust my judgment when it comes to sports equipment in the area of basketball. So if I send them a link and say, go here and buy this, they're going to do it because of our rapport, our relationship, right? So that's how drop shipping works. Social media management. You're on social media all day. Are you learning how the algorithms work while you're on social media? Are you learning how to get people's attention on social media? Do you know how to write a good headline? Are you getting tons of likes and shares on the things that you post? Well, if so, you can start a social media management business. Business need help managing their social media presence. In particular, they need to tweet on Twitter and post on Facebook in order to raise awareness of their companies and promote their products. You may already know how to use these and many other social media platforms, right? Virtual assistant. You have a phone, a computer, and internet access. You can be a virtual assistant. This is one of the hottest new businesses you can start for less than $100. That the work can be very different with each client, but may include preparing reports, researching, editing, social media management, appointment setting, and many other services. On her website, VA Amy Andrews says, I can tell you from personal experience, it's a real work at home opportunity and something many people could do. Virtual assistants. Cortez, how do you do virtual assistant? How do I get my first customer? Just like I keep telling you, everybody put free in the comments. Hey, on social media, do you need a good VA? If so, inbox me. I would like to offer you my services for free for the next 2 weeks. And you become somebody's virtual assistant for free for 2 weeks. If they like you, they're going to hire you. If they like you, they're going to hire you. You might have 4 or 5 people that you're doing the VA thing for free. 3 of them won't work out. 2 of them will. But what do we say with everybody that we work with? I need you to do 2 things. In order for me to work for you for free, I need you to do 2 things. I need you to give me a review on Yelp, on Facebook, on Google, wherever, and I need you to give me a video testimony. If you can agree to those 2 things, I'm willing to work for you for free for 2 weeks to prove to you that I'm a good VA for you. So even if it doesn't work out and they don't hire you, you got a review. Especially if you did a good job, you should get 5 stars. And you got a video testimony. Boom. Now you're on your way. And if you did that for 5 people, at least one of them gonna hire you. So now you got your first client. And you got 5 testimonies and 5 reviews to help you get your other clients. Come on, man. Oh, scrap metal recycling. This is one of those things that, oh man, that I can't do that, Cortez. I'm gonna look stupid going around collecting cans. Listen. If I had time, I would show you my financial calculator where if you went out and collected cans to the tune of $100 a week and you invested that at a good 16% return on investment, I'll show you what that could grow to in 5 years. Just say you just did it for 5 years. Hey, I'm gonna work this hard every night. I'm gonna go get me a little scrap metals and collect some cans, and I might do some junk hauling every day that earn me $100 a week, $500 a month, right? $125 a week, $500 a month. And the whole purpose of me doing that is I'm gonna take that whole $500 a month and I'm gonna invest it. And if you knew what that $500 a month would grow to in 5 years, you make the sacrifice. And then if you let that money continue to grow for the next 20 years and you see it grow into $500,000, yeah, it'd be worth making the sacrifice, right? Consulting services. Okay, so you know enough about a subject to advise others, but you don't have the money to properly launch a consulting business. Start anyway. Spend $10 for some business cards from a low-cost provider. Put up a website for $60 for the first year with a domain and website hosting package. Once you have a few customers who value your knowledge more than a fancy presentation, you can spend some of your profits to continue to grow your organization. Every single one of you listening to the sound of my voice knows something better than most people. You're passionate about something. You got a gift, you got experience, you got an expertise in some area that you can be a consultant to other people. Right now, how do I get my first customer, Cortez? Hey, I'm gonna give you this advice for free, but I need you to give me a testimony and I need you to go to this site and give me a review. And you do that 5 to 7 times, You got 5 to 7 reviews, 5 to 7 testimonies. Now, when you're telling people that this is what you do, you don't have to be the one tooting your own horn. You play your testimony videos. It's not hard, y'all. Logo design, right? If you're artistically inclined, designing logos is relatively simple business to start. Simple. You can start designing logos for people. Cortez, how do I get my first customer? Put a post on social media. If you have a business and you would like a logo design, I will design your logo for free for the first 10 people who respond. They're going to respond, and you're going to tell them the same thing. If I do this logo for you for free, I need you to give me a review, and I need you to give me a video testimony about your experience. See, some of y'all cringing when you're hearing, Cortez, I'm not doing anything for anybody for free. Okay. That's your prerogative. But if you're starting out and you don't have any customers, how long are you going to keep going with no customers? When I just told you how to get 10 customers right now. Now, Cortez, they're not paying me. That's okay. They're giving you assets that you're going to be able to leverage forever. If you do a good job and you got 10 testimonial videos on how easy it was to work with you, how quickly you turned around the logo, how creative you are, and they're saying things like, man, this logo came out so good, I would have paid $1,000 for this logo. Now you're using that testimony to build your customer base. This is how you do it. You go and you work for free, but you're really not working for free. You're working for a digital asset that's going to go out and work for you forever, because then you get those 10 testimonials and you string them all together as one sizzle video, and everybody one after another is talking about, hey man, I work with Cortez and I got this result. I work with Dr. Regina, I got this result. And they just keep saying it over and over. Now people are going to say, man, how much does it cost to work with you? Then you start getting your paying customers, right? It's not hard, y'all. It's not hard. You have to be willing to put in the work. Really quickly, guys, I want you guys to see something. I told you that I'm growing a business in the financial education space. I'm looking for 4 more people in the month of May that I can personally work with, coach, and mentor to build a brand in the financial education space. If you like to talk about money, if you like to talk about investments, if you like to talk about entrepreneurship, if you like to talk about debt, credit, those kinds of things, and you want to build a business where you get paid for posting that kind of stuff on social media, then you got to check this out. This is my personal coach and mentor, Brian Bang, explaining a high-level overview of what our program is and how we're taking over the industry. Why? Because we are literally fighting the war on poverty with this service. Check it out.
Here's a question for you. Why are you letting another multi-billion-dollar industry and multi-million-dollar partnership pass you by? Think about it. You may have missed the .com era. You may have missed the age of the computer. You may have missed technology. But why are you going to miss another opportunity when you can get a small percentage of a billion-dollar pie and change your family's legacy? One thing I know for sure, opportunities are not missed. They're just passed to the next prepared person. My name is Brian N. Bean, founder of the Extra Digit Movement, and one of my business partners gave you this video for one reason. We're about to take the real estate industry and the financial industry by storm, period. Think about it. Everybody ultimately needs a place to stay. Now, I didn't buy this land and these 20 acres with our new partnership that we have with Making Wealth Real Financial. I was very, very blessed to turn $228 into $228,000 in just 8 short months. Making Wealth Real Financial did give me the 750 and above credit score. Making Wealth Real Financial did give me the cash to put in my pocket and close this deal and build my dream home on, guess what? 20 acres. Did I mention to you that we have credit restoration specialists? Did I mention to you that we have enrolled agents with the IRS to help you lower your taxes? Did I mention that we have debt elimination specialists as well? Did I mention that we have negotiators who will help you shred your bills and create positive cash flow? Imagine living the life of your dreams, fishing when you want to fish, building a house that you own. Imagine having business partners who care enough about you to share with you the power of our new multi-million-dollar real estate venture. And guess what? You don't have to be a sophisticated investor. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to be a real estate specialist. You don't have to be a real estate broker or agent to take advantage of our real estate joint venture partnership. Guess what? The average person now can buy, sell, flip, and invest in real estate without the risk and without the headaches, because we have experts who do all the work. So whether you're ready to invest in real estate or not, take advantage of this opportunity in this short video by getting back with the person who introduced you and just say or text keyword soft intro. That lets us know that you're ready for a deeper dive into the next step to make wealth real for you and your family. Get back with the person who introduced you to the video, and I'll see you guys on step 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, man. Some of you guys don't know my personal coach and mentor, Brian Bean, but he took a $228 investment and turned it into $228,000 in less than a year with this program. And that's who will be coaching you as well and helping you build your own business in this space. Some of you guys know 10 people right now that need better credit. And if you sold them our product, you make $400 today. I'm just saying, but you got to be willing to step out on faith. You got to be willing to bet on yourself. So unfortunately, you can't start with us for less than $100. It's $228 to get started, but it's a great program if you like this type of information. So text keyword soft intro to 314-874-6887. All right, so let's continue. Questions. Now is the time for you guys to put your questions in the comments. If you got questions about how you would market your business specifically, then we can talk about that. So logo design was the last one on the list, but these are some great ways to get started in business. Here's the thing about social media, guys. Social media is obviously free, right? There are some paid ways that you can get people's attention on social media, but mostly free. But the thing that people have to reconcile in their mind is whether or not they're going to be on social media for business or for play. You got to decide, right? Some people have this notion that I'm not going to market my business on social media, but every now and then I'm going to put a business post out. Some people have this idea that too much posting about my business is going to, turn people away, or people going to stop. Listen, man, answer me this question. Every one of us knows McDonald's and everything that McDonald's menu has on it. But if you sit down and watch TV for 30 minutes, you will probably see 4 McDonald's commercials. Is somebody sitting around the McDonald's office saying, hey, we posting too much. We're showing too many commercials. We need to scale back on the amount of commercials that we're showing. No, not no, but hell no. They're saying, how can we get in front of more people? And that's what you should be saying if you made the determination that you're going to use social media for business. Now, if you're not using social media for business, I'd like to know how your business is going. Seriously, if you're not using social media for business, how's business going for you? See, I made my mind a long time ago. I wasn't thinking about Facebook, Instagram, none of these platforms until I got a business. And I said, oh, I'm on here for business. And any of my family and friends don't want to hear from me every day talking about my business, then they can unfollow. But this is what I'm about. I need to empower people economically, because that's why God put me on this planet, to use my creativity, to use my energy, to use my ability to commit, to use my superpower of patience and my willingness to show up every day and help our people understand that if you're going to build wealth in this economy, you do it through entrepreneurship. And I'm going to sing that message every day till the day I die on these platforms. And you're probably going to get 7 to 10 posts from me every single day about that thing. And if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. I made that determination. I made up in my mind that this is what my platform is all about. And you know what happens when you make that determination? Then all of the people who are not trying to be empowered economically, they will fade to black. But then something else amazing happens. All of the people who have been looking for this kind of information, they're going to follow. Now the people that you're talking to are the people who actually want to hear it. But some of you haven't made that determination that I'm using this platform to bring value to people who have a problem that I solve with my products and services. Now, let's be clear how you do that on social media, right? You guys don't have any questions? How you do it on social media. I'm not on social media in those 7 to 10 posts a day saying, buy my stuff. 8 out of those 10 posts a day will be, if you have a credit challenge, here's one of the things that can help you with your credit challenge. Get your utilization down to about 10% and watch your credit score go up. See you next time. See, that's what's called a value post. I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm just giving you some game that's going to help you transform your credit. That's it. And 8 out of 10 times I post, I'm just giving you the game. Now, because I've given you the game 8 out of 10 times, when I ask, hey, who would like to buy a service where we got a team of experts that will fix your credit for you? Well, guess what? I've already, with my value post, attracted a bunch of people who are looking for help with their credit. Now, some of those people will continue to get the free information and try to do it themselves. But there's a percentage of those people, could be 10%, could be 20%, could be 30%. They need their credit fixed now. They're trying to buy a house in the next 6 months. They're willing to pay to have someone do it for them because they don't have the will or they don't have the time. Here's where most people are messing up. Because they post all over the place on their social media profiles, then they post something about their business. There's not enough people congregated around their social media profile who's interested in what they're posting. So let's put some numbers to it. Since I post about nothing but financial literacy, I've got 1,000 people congregated around my profile. You, on the other hand, you've got 1,000 people around your profile, but you post about your kids, you post about your meals, you post about going out to the clubs, you post about saving money, you post about couponing, you post about 4 different businesses that you have. So out of your 1,000 people, you have 100 from a bunch of different categories. I have 1,000 and all 1,000 is interested in financial literacy. You have 1,000 and out of the 1,000, you got 70 or 80 each interested in 20 different things that you post about all the time. So when you post about your business, there's only about 70 people interested of your 1,000 interested in your business. Now, because you don't understand how the algorithms work, because you won't learn social media, you don't realize that even the 70 people that are interested in your business, only 7 of them saw the post. Seven of them saw the post. Out of the 7 of them that saw the post, 5 of them were driving when they saw it, so they couldn't take action. One of the people who like you and would do business with you, just bad time, and they don't have the money right now. So you guys see how this whole dynamic plays itself out? Now me, with 1,000 people who are interested in financial literacy, and all I talk about is entrepreneurship as the foundation of building a financial game plan. Now, when I post about my business, I have 500 people that are interested in my business. And out of the 500 that are interested, then I might have 50 who are seriously interested and they want to take a serious look. And out of the 50, I might have 5 that right now today have the money and they've been following me long enough to where they know, like, and trust me, and they see that I'm not all over the place. I'm only posting about entrepreneurship, building wealth, branding, and marketing. So they're like, okay, if somebody's going to help me build a business, then this is my guy. And now they're ready to pull the trigger. You got to stop playing with this thing called social media, y'all. This thing will allow you to build a digital empire. Literally. It will literally allow you to build a digital empire. But you can't play with it. Make a commitment that not only are you going to use social media for business, but you're actually going to learn how to use social media for business. Don't do like everybody else, just spamming pictures saying buy my stuff, buy my stuff. No, learn how to do it. And this is why joining the mastermind for $1 is a game changer. Because you'll learn how to do and use social media to grow your business on a serious level. You'll be part of a community where you can ask questions. You can get feedback. Hey, I was about to post this. Do you think this would be a good post for our business? Is this sending the right message? These are the types of things that we do in a mastermind. So thought you guys would have questions, but I guess you guys are just soaking it all in. So I appreciate that, man. I want to see y'all win, right? And as much as I love to see you come join MWR Financial with me and win with me, it's equally gratifying for me to just see you win wherever you are, whatever your business model is, right? And I'm hoping that someday you at least give your boy a shout out and say, hey, man, I started listening to the Cortez Hustle Show and he was just spitting real game every day. And I started implementing some of the things that he taught. And this is what happened in my business. And now I have the business of my dreams. Just hopefully you just give your boy a shout out, right? So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. If you are interested, let me go ahead and put the link to the mastermind in the comments. If you want to learn how to stream and use like what I'm doing right now, I'm literally on 8 different platforms at the same time. I'm on 6 different Facebook pages and 2 YouTube channels right now at the same time. So let me give you the site for the mastermind. Alrighty. monetizemylifeacademy.com. You can sign up for the mastermind for just $1. And then if you like it beyond the first 30 days, you can keep your membership and it's $47 per month, right? So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.